I'm about to perform a simple draw drill, as it were, and I'm going to shoot on an already shot on target, but, you know, the cardboard isn't all that bad around the target. It's just a little sticky backing, and it's already chewed up a good bit. But the idea here is I'm going to draw, and I'm going to fire 3 rounds into the target. That should give me 5 repetitions that I can do with this drill, with the rounds that I have in the APX A1 Compact. So that's the gun I'm working with, and a holster I got from Beretta. So the idea of this drill is to practice not just that one shot. You do need to develop your capability to get that first shot on target, but I think it's important that we actually add in follow-on shots. And if I do good with this, the next time I come out to the range, I'm going to start with 3, and then I'm going to immediately go into 5-round strings. And then I would go into, you know, something like 7 or 8, or 7 and 8, so I can have 15 shots all used. So, or, you know, 8 and 8 if you top it off, whatever. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and demo for you guys. So I got my little shot timer on my phone, and this was actually the performance for a 5-shot string presentation in 5 shots out of the full-size APX. So APX Compact, APX A1 Compact rather, performs pretty well, but it feels a little top heavy, a little bit of clunk going on, but you get a good grip on it, proper grip rather, it's all good. There we go. My starting position is here, crop stance. .296. That was a 226, and you see the follow-ups, a little string right there, and then it gives you your averages. So there you go. And I'm just going to do this, you know, 5 times. This is for me, not really trying to impress anybody. It's not like these strings are being shot where I can't see that they're going to be hitting. But that's the challenge, is you want to do it fast, but you don't want to sacrifice your capability to hit your target, right? .304. I felt slow, but the first shot was a 226 again. It felt slow because I took my time acquiring the sight, and the split average was 3.9. So are you going to break records doing this? No, but you are accountable for every shot you fire. That's why this is actually important. And you will notice, because your ability to visually process the information of your sights being back on, and your ability to have your finger reset already on the trigger as your sights are getting back on. See, a lot of people reverse that. They wait until their sights are back on and then they want to reset the trigger. Totally ridiculous. .292. That was a 218. And not so bad, but I mean the follow-up average, obviously it's a little slow because I had one that was 0.4. I did have to work on visual processing, making sure my sights were exactly where they needed to be. So the ditty I say to myself is, see what you need to see, do what you need to do. You know how to pull the trigger without moving the gun, so do it at a rapid rate, but you need to see what you need to see first in order to have the authority to, or be authorized, so to speak, to shoot. .288. That was a little bit better. As far as like taking the speed down, or speed up a little bit and taking the time down. So there you go. Not so bad on the splits. I think I got one more in me. Alright, that one was kind of pushing it, but that was a 2.2 on the first and a 2.86 overall. You know, it wasn't all that great. I guess 3.3 on the average on the splits, so whatever. Not a big deal. Nothing to write home about, nothing to cry about, right? So I guess we're right in the middle. .278. That was a .216 first shot, and then a 3.1 average, a 3.2 and a 3.0. Okay, so I'm actually going to run through the rest of this magazine, and then I'm going to actually start a 5-shot drill. .286, 2.2, and a 3.3 average. I had a mic, so this one doesn't even, count. It was I would give it a score of 0 because I had one miss. I had one miss just above the paper, so I finally got out of cardboard for a 3rd time overall. Okay, so yeah, even though that was relatively good on the draw speed and okay on the time, I'm not okay with that. A miss is never acceptable. That's twice. Hit outside the cardboard, almost even hit the target holder. Not okay with that. Time to slow down even more. That was a 2.9 overall. Alright, so that was a 3.08, a 2.3, 2.3 second draw, and a 0.39 average. So my hands are getting a bit tired, so it'll be nice to load a couple of magazines. That way I can have my grip strength back so I can actually hold the gun a lot better. .428. That was done slow. I was even slow on the first shot. It was a 2.7 or 2.72 if you want to be specific. The average was 3.9. It was kind of all over the place, but it had to do with my ability to track and being confident in that because I just did a bunch of hand stretches, didn't want to have my first one shotgunning the target. So again, you need to see what you need to see and do what you need to do, but you're almost working with what's called a flash sight picture, where you see something, you see what you need to see, and when you go to do what you need to do, you pull, and then you get sympathetic extra strength from these other fingers. So you're trying to squeeze hard, but you're tired, you're fatigued in your muscles. But once you do this, it enables the other tendons to actually give a little bit more strength, even though you weren't able to force the issue. So, because we like to work like this, it's not normal to do this, or to do this, and not have these other ones work. So, they are kind of connected. I had a mic there. It was a 2.28, and I threw a shot high on, I believe that was the 4th shot, 3rd or 4th shot. Threw it high. It's a no good. So it was a 1-round miss, this much above, still no good. Alright. So, a 3.64, not too bad on the string, but shooting only as fast as I can make sure that I actually hit, right? And the target does not look pretty. It's been scattered. It was basically acceptable accuracy was anything inside. But again, you do what you need to do. You might have that little extra movement, so, go as fast as you can actually hit accurately means more than just, you know, what you see, right? You got to be able to do it too. So being tired at the same time can cause some sympathetic movement, so you need to deal with it, train with it, and learn to work around it and control it a bit. So, just going to do this again. .324. The draw was a .204. That was good. Yep, no complaints really. Got an average of .3, so the shots were, you know, not exactly absolutely the same on every one, but that's what the shot string looks like. It was pretty good. Alright, yep, so had that malfunction, had to, you know, look at the gun and be like, oh, okay, so I guess that actually happened. Alright, so 216 splits were, you know, in the 3s until I had that malfunction, and then I had to reacquire and actually hit the target. Felt pretty slow. It was a 264. Just, there's the times right there. So, not so bad. Of course, the average is whatever. So, this drill is pretty good for anybody that's trying to kind of see what their capability is at performance. Obviously, this is done static. I also like to incorporate some lateral movement, and, you know, etc. But work beat from behind cover, different positions, and do the same thing, because it can have an effect when you're trying to balance your core and actually stay stable and control recoil. So this is a great drill to work in different positions with movement, different ranges, etc. So definitely give it a shot, and just wanted to kind of give you an example of how it's run. So let me know what you think about this, if you want to see more, you know, range videos in the future, or, you know, if you're fine with me just like writing them out and, you know, giving you a short example. So appreciate you guys, and you guys have a good one.